or support sa mga younger
Sandali, pupunta ako dyan.
generation niyo?
Tip? Ako, I just try to encourage them, you know, the new singers. At saka kasi sila Angeline, yung mga kabatch na sila Sarah, they're all very close to me. So, ito madalas to mag-text sa akin si Angeline kung meron siyang tanong, kung meron siyang mga hinaing sa live, te-text niya ako. So they're very close to me. So, wala namang particular na, like sa music, kasi
Vlogger
ayoko
ka
masyadong
Sulat ka naman.
makialam kasi syempre parang iba naman yung na-experience ko from before, iba yung experience nila ngayon. But I do try to give them advice if they ask me. Kasi ayoko namang dapat ito ganun. Ayoko naman ng ganun. But for me, working with the younger batch of singers, I also learned from them. First of all, kasi I'm old school, so balladeer talaga ako. No, from before. So, kaya ko yung mga Whitney Houston, yung mga ganyan, okay lang yan sa akin. But nowadays kasi, music has changed. It has evolved already. And it's good to be working with the younger generation now kasi you also learn new things from them. Kasi, you know, our job is for you to be effective and, you know, in performing in what we do. The learning doesn't stop, so you have to keep listening to new music, you have to experience new things, and working with Angeline and Eric will teach me many things also. Yeah.
Honestly, Regine, I think the moment we stop learning as singers, you were saying earlier, yung singers nandun sila. If we stop learning, if we stop listening, even to you, to what you write, what you say, we didn't like your show, Martin, you talk too much, whatever. I mean, no one is too big for a bad write-up. No one is too big for advice. No one is too big or too old or too long in the industry to learn something. Once you stop learning and you just keep preaching, that's the end of your career. So I think for Regine and I to continue, thank you, Regine, we have to listen. Maybe if they're saying something that we disagree with, we should voice it out para matuto din sila. But there's another way of doing that. May old school version kami. Oh, we sang that song already. One of the things we can learn from these kids is the whole social network, high-tech way of promoting. We didn't have that during our time. When I have time to talk to these younger singers, I always tell them, you don't know how lucky and blessed you are. Because you can just sneeze on a selfie and you're popular. Right? You can sing Let It Go and sipon comes out of your nose and you're a huge star. Back in our time, we could not promote our shows on our cell phones. We didn't even have cell phones. So we incorporate what we've known when we didn't have anything to the time of today when they have everything. And the best thing about Angeline and Eric is not only do they have everything, they're talented. May maraming nasa social network, walang talent, overnight success lang. These two here are gonna be there forever. So for us to invest our time or our old school years of being singers and performers, this is a good combination because we can really learn from each other to extend what we've started. If there's any singers that we've come across, I think I can speak for Regine, that we feel can take our torch to the next level. For me, it's Eric. For her, it's Angeline. So we need this group to be seen.
Ate Reg, Kuya Martin. Kay Ate Reg, lagi niya pong sinasabi sa amin ni Angeline na kailangan irespeto mo lahat ng mga nakakatrabaho, especially the musicians, kasi irerespeto ka rin nila babalik. And one thing I learned from Kuya Martin is that it doesn't matter kung gaano kalaki o kaliit yung audience mo, you owe it to them. So you have to give your 100% palagi. So yun yung pag naiisip ko kung ano yung natutunan ko sa kanilang dalawa, yun yung mga bagay na naaalala ko palagi.
And this is for Eric, Reg, at saka si Angge. Lahat kayong tatlo, nagmula sa, except for Mark, nanggaling kayo sa singing competition. Reg, what experience can you share? Kasi iba yung henerasyon mo during that time. Kasi sabi nga ni Mark kanina, masyado nang napaka-modern ng ano ngayon. Ang dami ng may social media na. At that time, wala pa sa iyo. So, ano ang comparative o ang comparison o anong pagkakaiba? Anong advantage at disadvantage?
I guess ang advantage nowadays is that you have the social media. Two, when you win a contest now, the network really, they really give you talagang the push, you know. You're given a contract, you're given this, and you're given that. Kumbaga, they're behind you talaga. During my time, when I won Bagong Kampiyon, I didn't have that. So, I won ang Bagong Kampiyon, and then after that, I had to work doubly hard pa. Kasi, kumbaga, hindi na ako nagko-contest eh. I wanted to be a recording artist na during that time. So, I had to work really, really hard. Although, nowadays, even if you have the backing of the network, you still have to work hard. Kasi parang I've noticed also na hindi naman porket you have the backing of the network, sisikat ka na agad. Parang hindi na rin pala ganun ngayon. Parang you have to also prove yourself pa din to the people, to your audience, ganun. Hindi rin pala talaga enough yung may social media, like Martin was saying, na umatching ka lang sa marami ka ng hits, you're sikat na. But, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll stay there. Diba? Yung parang, yeah, so of course, you'll be sikat now, but next month, somebody else will make ubo naman on YouTube, and that person will be sikat also. So parang, I think it still would, ang concentration or ang pa rin is the talent. If you're talented, if you're a hard-working person and you have passion with what you do, I think yun yung umaangat, yun yung nagtatagal sa industry. Kasi you have to be really passionate with what you do. I guess in kasama din yun sa ibang work, no? Yung kung saan ka passionate, dun ka mas nagiging successful. I read something somewhere that, or I heard, I think, I can't remember who said it, but God gave us special talent. All of us were given special talents. And if you notice, di ba you go to school and you take up like whatever, kung ano man, maging doktor ka, and then suddenly, you're doing something else. Parang you find yourself doing something else. Kasi yun yung passion mo, nandun, and then you don't realize that passion actually pala is your gift. So it's really just up to us to find out what that gift is and be passionate, and you'll be happy with whatever it is that you're doing.
Actually, hindi ko na rin po mabilang kung ilan yung mga singing contest na sinalihan ko noon. Nagsimula po akong sumali ng mga amateur singing contest ng 8 years old ako. So simula po noon, wala po ako talagang pinakikinggan na ibang singers kundi si Miss Reg talaga. So halos lahat ng kanta niya, yun talaga yung mga ginagamit ko, kumbaga mga naging national anthem ko dati sa mga fiesta po. At dumating din kasi sa time po na napagod ako. Huminto ako sa pagkanta siguro for 5 years po. Sabi ng nanay ko na ituloy ko yung pag-aaral ko, pero mas mahal ko po kasi talaga ang pagkanta kaysa sa pag-aaral. So, iniwan ko yung pag-aaral ko. Nagtuloy po ako na sumali ng singing contest. Kumbaga, yung Star Power po, 2010 po yun. Sinabi ko sa sarili ko na kung sakaling hindi po ako matanggap sa audition doon, hihinto na talaga ako kasi 20 years old na po ako noon. So yung mga kasabay ko na nag-audition, mas bata na sa akin, parang ako yata yung pinakamatanda. So parang nahihiya na po ako. So nakikipag-unahan ako sa lahat, kasi nga halos lahat sila may kanta ni Miss Reg. So sabi ko, dapat ako yung unang marinig, parang ganyan. So ayun po, unang-una hindi ko kailangan ikahiya kung ano yung background ng buhay ko di ba? Parang mas mamahalin nga po tayo ng tao kung ipapakita natin yung totoong tayo, di ba po? Kung wala tayong ikakahiya. Saka, ang sinabi ko lang po sa sarili ko, itong pagkanta ko na to ang magbabago ng buhay ko talaga. Lalo sa buong pamilya ko. So yun, kaya pinagpatuloy ko po yung pagkanta ko, kaya ngayon kasama ko sila.
Kabisado ko po by heart yung mga kanta ni Kuya Martin. Saka kompleto ako ng albums niya. Talagang bumibili ako. Pinag-iipunan ko po talaga. Kahit na... Actually, gusto ko ikwento sa inyo one time. Pangarap ko po kasi talagang mapanood si Kuya Martin ng live. So, nag-ipon po talaga ako ng pera para mapambili ng ticket. Yung concert niya sa CCP, yung with Philippine Harmonic Orchestra. Then doon po ako nakaupo sa pinakatuktok nung, parang ganyan na lang siya kaliit. Oh.
Nag-ipon ka nun ha? Nag-ipon ka pa nun?
Nag-ipon talaga. Pinakamurang ticket yung binili ko.
Magkano yung ticket na yun?
Parang 800 pesos.
Oh, 750.
Malaki na yun So, estudyante pa lang po ako nun. At ngayon makakasama ko siya on one stage. Talagang, hanggang ngayon, sobrang hindi ako makapaniwala. Lagi kong kinikwento yun kay Kuya Martin. Yung panahon na nakikipagtulakan pa kami kasi nakikipag-agawan po kami sa scalper dahil sold out na yung ticket niya. Oo, totoo yun. So, naghabulan po kami dun sa hagdan kasi ibang tickets na po yung binibenta kasi nga parang SRO na po yung pwedeng ibigay. So we were there siguro mga 5 p.m. pa lang. Thank God, nakaabot kami. Pero gano'n na lang siya kaliit.
Hi, I'm Angeline.
I'm Eric Santos.
I'm Regine.
And I'm Martin Rivera.
And we are inviting you to watch
Our concert at the Mall of Asia on
Feb 13, Saturday.
and Feb 14 at the
Waterfront.
Waterfront Hotel in Cebu, Royals. See you there.
See you po!